Gunna, the rapper who seemingly survived snitching allegations and had one of the best years in 2023. But why is that? How did Gunna make a massive comeback while other rappers are failing to this year? Today, I'm going to tell you guys the successful story of Gunna in 2023. Young Thug.
We are here today about a grand jury indictment that was returned that included not just Jeffrey Williams, which is of some...
On May 11th, 2022, Young Thug got arrested. That arrest also included Gunna. But Gunna had no other charges against him. The only charge he had against him was a speeding ticket. And Gunna wasn't really the main affiliate in this case. It was mainly Young Thug. Other YSL members had taken a plea deal. Since Gunna had no other charges against his name, his plea deal got accepted. There was a leaked video that went online claiming that he snitched, but I personally think it's not true.
I became affiliated with YSL around 2016. Is that true as it pertains to you, Mr. Kitchens?
Yes, ma'am.
YSL is a music label and a gang, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang.
Yes, ma'am.
You gotta think about it for a second. Gunna did not admit to any of the specific charges that are put against Young Thug or YSL's name. It could be different crimes that are not as bad, like maybe taking drugs, or maybe having non-licensed guns in your car and shit. Something around those lines, you know what I'm saying? He didn't admit to any specific charges. Every single rapper in YSL or any affiliate who took in this plea deal would have had the exact same statements being brought up for them. So Gunna didn't technically snitch at all.
The deal that set Gunna free, a major development in a huge racketeering case. The Atlanta-born rapper, Gunna, whose given name is Sergio Kitchens, made a deal with prosecutors and walked out of the Fulton County Jail late this afternoon. Now, Gunna will not have to stand trial early next year with rapper Young Thug and more than 24 other defendants who prosecutors say were part of a racketeering conspiracy.
In December 2022, Gunna got set free from the YSL case. He decided to take 6 months off the internet and be radio silent and not get involved with any internet antics. Through that time, people like Lil Baby, his former collaborators, have been sneak dissing him in their songs.
How the fuck y'all let that happen? Why some niggas take a key and shot? I know the slime ain't happy.
On June 2nd, 2023, Gunna would officially come back with Bread and Butter, where he would speak on the snitching allegations.
Gunna just called out Lil Baby and responded to the snitching allegations on his new song Bread and Butter, where he says he didn't snitch.
Never get no statement or agree to take no stand on him.
He also said he spent millions on lawyers so he didn't have to take the stand.
Fuck, I paid the lawyers out on millions for. So I won't have to say a word that dodge a railroad.
But instead, he was tricked by them to give up crucial information.
Lawyers and the DA did some sneaky shit, I fell for it.
Then he goes on to calling out Lil Baby for switching up on him and still doing business with P.
You switched on me when you know you in business with a rat. And the boy that's like your brother, ain't nobody speak on that.
P is the owner of Quality Control and allegedly cooperated with police in 2010.
So yeah, Gunna didn't technically snitch at all, and it was made to look like he did when he really didn't. Shortly after the success of Bread and Butter and the traction it brought for Gunna, Gunna will announce A Gift and a Curse, a new album he'd be dropping later in that month, which would go to do really good numbers. A Gift and a Curse will peak at number 3 on the Billboard 200, with the album accumulating organic streams and not getting as much promotion as it should have. Later that week, Young Thug announced Business is Business, an album that will be dropping the next Friday after Gunna's. This album was to compete with Gunna's album, which had a lot of industry support behind it. As you could see here, Young Thug had a bunch of features on this album, while Gunna had no features at all. Basically, the whole industry was supporting Young Thug's return to rap, and nobody really wanted to support Gunna, which is very sad to see. Business is Business would end up peaking at number 2 on the Billboard 200, which was better than what Gunna's placement was. But for Gunna, something had been lurking under the surface, and that was Fuck You Mean, one of the biggest songs of 2023 in total. This song peaked at number 4 and was one of the biggest hits in all of this year, breaking out massive success on TikTok and massive success on playlists and radio stations. Gunna had hit a new peak that he'd never seen before, surpassing his competition like Lil Baby and Young Thug, not even being able to have a top 10 placement with any songs from Business is Business. Gunna had officially beaten the snitching allegations and had one of the biggest songs in 2023. With his album doing so well, Gunna is now back at the top, and people are praising him for his recent work. Gunna is a true success story when it comes to music, and Gunna is one of my favourite artists, and to see him come back the way he did is a story in itself, and we should be proud. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day or night. Peace out.